once you see live there, you should be able to say hello. All right, I think we are live, friends. Welcome, welcome everyone. And we are so glad to be here this week. We are talking about a really important topic in our businesses. And there's lots of different words for it. There's recruiting, there's sponsoring, there's sharing the gift, all of those different things. But no matter what, you're making the difference in the life of someone else. And it's been really neat. Over this last week, I've been getting lots of phone calls and texts and questions from all of you asking, how do I handle this? This person really wants to join. What should I do when she says this? And so it's really great to hear you reaching out with those questions. I'm excited to have Courtney share with you some tips that she has. She always gets it really bottom lined and really direct. And so we're going to move into that, Courtney, and I'm excited to hear what you have to share with us all tonight.
Perfect. Thanks for having me. All right. So this is the second time we have chatted about recruiting, and it's not going to be the last. The first Monday of every month up till December is going to be on recruiting. So we have 3 more after this. So this is to really help you guys get some consistent behaviors, to also really kind of drill home the idea that recruiting, booking, and selling is where our bread and butter is at, and in that order. Okay. And we've talked about that numerous times. So I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a recap on kind of what we did last time on recruiting. And you can go and watch that video again for all of the details. So we reminded ourselves that every month we have new kits, that there's always a recruiting focus going on at Mary and Martha all month long. If you print out the calendar, sponsoring focus is in the blue bar. And guess what? It covers every single day of the month. It is not a thing to think about on Monday or just Wednesdays. It is something to be thinking about every single day, because it is the best way to grow and share and love your business. The other thing we talked about was making that list of 10 to 12 potential recruits. So this is a running list. This is something that as you cross somebody off, you add somebody new. You continuously are adding potential recruits to this list. Verbiage matters so much. And I gave tons of great examples and specifics on how you can change up your verbiage to really change the conversation. And then we also talked about the benefits of joining Mary and Martha and being a part of our sisterhood. So that's just a really quick recap. I'm not going to go over all of those again. You guys can go and watch the video on that. What I want to talk about today are consistent behaviors within your recruiting business, because you have this business of Mary and Martha, and it has 3 parts to it. All right. So I want you to think about it as like 3 different departments. Okay. So Mary and Martha is the big box store. So you can think of like Macy's or something. And then you've got 3 different departments. You've got recruiting, booking, and selling, and they need to be thought about and tackled, so to speak, in that order. Recruiting always, always, always comes first. And it is 100% a mindset. And I'm going to share the name of this book again, because I'm hoping that at some point, all of you guys will have read it. It is How to Be a Recruiting Superstar by Mary Christensen. It is worth your time and your space, and just to read it and soak it in. The way that she words things and her experience and knowledge is invaluable. So you have this overarching business, and you've got 3 departments: recruiting, booking, and selling, and they need to be worked on every single day. Macy's wouldn't have all these different departments and just go, today, I think I'm just going to focus on shoes. No, every single day they focus on every single department. Why? Because every single department matters. Every single department has an opportunity to give back to the store and the community. Every single department has people that could benefit from it. Your business is just the same. Your business has 3 departments: recruiting, booking, and selling, and they need attention every single day. And I'm going to get a little raw with you guys. Whether you want to recruit or not is totally not up to you. You saying, I don't really feel like it, or I don't think I'll be a good leader, or it scares me, or I don't really want to do it. Well, guess what? What if the person that had recruited you had taken that attitude? This is a gift that we literally get to pay forward to other people. And right now in our culture and our society, more people need this business than they're willing to admit. And we have the opportunity and almost the obligation, I might even say, to go out and share what it is. Okay. So you need to be focused on recruiting just as much as you are on the booking and selling aspect of your business. And home office reiterates that to us because on every calendar, it has that bright blue bar that says sponsoring focus, and it covers every single day of the month. There's not one that is not taken care of. So with that said, we have these amazing sponsoring opportunities available. We always have two kits, the social selling and the deluxe. The social selling are for your women that genuinely don't have money to spend on something to then be able to make money, okay? They just don't have it. These are the women that are going to work their business 100% from online. These are also your women that have been really loyal customers and they have all the things, okay? They just need a kit to get going. You also have your deluxe that is much bigger. It comes with the freebie. And like right now, through Wednesday night, it also comes with a week of encouragement bonus, an extra $50 in product credit. All right. These change the first of every month. It is critical that you know these just as well as you know the specials, the hostess exclusives, the hostess bonus, and any other incentives that home office has going on. You always, always, always can use these current kits to find new recruits. And you also have the the weekly chats that home office does for us. Those are amazing, you guys. Utilize those. One, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to create that own wheel. You can literally piggyback off of what they're doing. They're sharing Mary and Martha, who we are, what we are, why we do what we do. They're giving away prizes to people that are hanging out. And let me tell you, every recruit I've ever sent to watch this video has somehow won a prize, and they're stoked and they win amazing stuff. So these weekly chats that home office does, they're not long, they're free, they're totally worth the time that these women spend just sitting and learning. And it allows you to kind of let home office do what they do and then come in behind and just follow up and just kind of fill in the gaps. Okay. So if you're saying, well, I don't really feel comfortable doing this, too bad. You don't really have an excuse because home office is going to take care of it for you on every Tuesday night. All right. So this is your opportunity to utilize what home office has. So your first consistent behavior that you can utilize from home office are the weekly Tuesday chats that they do. So when you are looking at, like Carrie has given us that amazing calendar that's on our team page for the whole month of September. When you're looking at that, you can remind yourself that on Tuesdays, we have that home office event. That's something that you can schedule into your VIP group. You can send out as reminders in follow-up conversations. You can utilize that potential recruit list of 10 to 12 women at least and remind them of those calls. Women can attend more than one call if they want. That's fine. Sometimes it takes more than one time. So your first consistent behavior to help you build your team and grow your confidence in recruiting is piggybacking off of what home office is doing. They're there to help you. They want to help you. They want you to utilize these calls, okay? The next thing that you have for your consistent behavior, okay, because we're talking about consistent behaviors here for recruiting, is you've got Great Start Rewards. So not only is this program going to build consistent behaviors in your new recruits, but it's also going to build them in you because you need to follow up with your new girls. So you need to follow up at their 30-day mark, at their 60-day mark, at their 90-day mark, even if that 30-day mark is not technically their first full month. It allows you some leeway time to jump in and say, hey, I see that you're sitting at this point right now in your sales. And you've got until this day to get to this level to earn this next bonus or opportunity, okay? It allows you to jump in before the very last day of that earning period and just kind of help and coach them along. The Great Start Rewards is a wonderful, consistent building behavior for you and for them. And really, you can remind them that they can treat their entire business as if they're in Great Start Rewards, and they should. So if they think about their business in terms of calendar months, And they just keep going each calendar month to earn the incentives, to earn all that they can, to sell as much as they can. You guys are going to have consistent girls that are selling $2,500, earning the green by 15, recruiting because they want the extras that come with it. Like right now, we have that Amazon cash bonus. You guys, that's a lot of Amazon cash money out there. You are going to build girls in Great Start that are going to want to hit all of the opportunities and incentives. So Great Start is your second consistent behavior for you and for them. And if you're thinking, okay, well, I've been in this for a while and I haven't really been treating my business like Great Start rewards, totally fine. When you get a new recruit, you can jump on right with them and just act like you're in Great Start. And maybe you incentivize yourself, because we won't have all the incentives that Great Start Reward girls do have in their first full 3 months. But you can incentivize yourself and go, if I earn this, I'm going to do this. That's totally okay. That's something that I think we should do to kind of push us and grow us and make us step outside our comfort zone. It's something that our family can come together with us on and work with us on that. The next consistent behavior is keeping that list of 10 to 12 recruits. There are no excuses at all. And so you've got that list of 10 to 12 potential recruits always going. So as one comes off for whatever reason, whether they join, they give you a final no, or you see that maybe they've joined a different company or they're just ghosting you, whatever the case may be, then maybe you kind of take that person off or you push them over to a different part of the page, but you're always adding more as they come off so that you always have a potential list of 10 to 12 recruits. And these are conversations that you're going to keep open. These are relationships that you're going to continuously build. You comment on their social media, you check in and see how they're doing. You're building a friendship with them because, like we talked about in the first one, you adding them to this team is not about you. So if it's not about you, it's about building that relationship so that this can really benefit them and it can grow them and you guys can grow closer together. So you're not just going to pop in when there's an incentive. You're going to continuously be checking in and just being a friend, but you're going to keep them on that list. That's completely fine. And it just makes it easier and more organic to have those conversations with them if that's the way you're treating the relationship. So I'm going to give you a couple things to think about when you're doing your parties. Every party should have no less than 3 posts on recruiting, like just no less than 3 posts, at least. You need to treat recruiting like you do sharing the product. And really, you can share the kit each day and then break apart products from within the kit and share the products throughout the day. So you can treat it as a bundle because the kits are a bundle. You can introduce it as the best bundle in the catalog and then break it apart, divide up however many items. I don't know. I haven't counted how many items are in this month's kit. Take up however many items are in this month's kit, however many days you're doing your party, and divide it evenly and focus on those products because people are going to fall in love with those products. And if they're seeing that kit every single day, it's just like with these calls. The first Monday of every month, we are doing recruiting. It's a consistent behavior. It's being put in front of you. It's something that you're now going to be thinking about. It's the same thing in your parties. If they see that kit over and over and over again, they're going to start thinking of questions. They're going to start wondering. They're going to start going, okay, she really loves what she does and she really wants to share what she does. There has to be something to do to that. When people like their jobs, it's contagious. You guys can probably all think of one person that just genuinely loves their job and you want to know about their job, right? Like, why do you love their job? And I think it's because so many people don't love their jobs. When somebody does love their job, we are attracted to that positivity and that idea of, oh, tell me about what you want, what you do. Like, I want to know because it's going to be an encouraging conversation. It's the same thing with your job. Your kit is the opportunity that you have with Mary and Martha to share, just like people share the opportunity that they have at their 9 to 5. We see people post and share all the time about now hiring. I mean, who has not seen a now hiring sign around everywhere, right? They're everywhere. I call it the new pandemic. They're everywhere. People are so quick to share that they're hiring, they have bonuses, they have incentives, they're willing to do X, Y, and Z, so on and so forth. They share that like they're passing out candy on Halloween, and we don't think twice about it. Guess what? We need to be sharing just as much. Our kids, our opportunity, the incentives that we have, our bonuses, things like that. It's the exact same thing. It's no less important than what's being shared out on your main street or in your local shopping center. It's no different, except the cool thing is we have a broader audience because we have social media. Sometimes that means more people. All right, so you've got your consistent behaviors are focusing on what home office has to offer every single month. The kits, the great start, the bonuses, the incentives, the discounts on the kits, and the weekly chats. Okay, so your first consistent behavior is jumping in on what home office has to offer. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. And in fact, if you try, you're just going to make it too overwhelming and too complicated, and you're not going to stick with it. The other thing are those great start rewards. That can be a consistent behavior that you utilize in your personal business as you walk alongside your great start girls. Your running list of potential 10 to 12 girls, okay? And I said it needs to be shared no less than 3 times in a party. And really, you should be adding probably at least one new name to that list from each party that you do every month, okay? So sharing the kits. You could do, I don't know, if some of y'all are into TikTok or anything like that, you could totally do a fun TikTok with our kits and the items. Or you could do a quick little question and answer post where ask me anything about my job, I'll draw one name for free shipping. Those are so simple things and posts and ways that you can get engagement and have fun. And you never know which of those posts will really spark interest and really get somebody to reach out to you. Okay. You can also, if your party falls on a Tuesday, share the home office event in that group. Remind them, tell them, share with them, make sure they know there are prizes. I know it might sound a little superficial to introduce it that way, but sometimes you guys, prizes are the best way to get people in the door. Like, have you guys ever gone to something simply because you were going to be given something free? I have no shame about it. Okay. But I'm so glad that I did because I learned something. It was really fun. It was interesting. I didn't lose. Nothing was lost. Okay. It's the same thing. It's okay to lead with a prize. It really is. All right. I'm trying to think. I think I'll stop there for now because I really want y'all to focus on consistent behaviors. And I don't want to give you too many because I want you to look at your calendar for the rest of September and October because it's the 13th. It's time to really start thinking about your goals for October and what you want your month to look like and how you want to set it up. And I want you to go back through and think, okay, am I taking care of those consistent behaviors? Do I have a list of 10 to 12 potential recruits? Am I piggybacking off of what home office is doing sponsoring wise? Am I following along and following up with my great start girls? Those are really, really important behaviors that will build your business. Here's the thing with recruiting. I want to remind you guys, you're not going to see results overnight. So please don't come to me in a month and say, I did all that you told me and nothing happened from it. Fantastic. Keep doing it. All right. Lisa's been in this for over a decade. I've been in this for almost a decade. That's crazy to think about and say out loud.
17.
It doesn't happen overnight. It takes consistent behaviors. It takes time to grow. And a lot of times as you add people, you will learn about who you do want to do business with and who maybe you don't want to. And it's okay to be picky. Just like HR departments of big buildings and big businesses are picky about who they hire, it's okay if you do the same. It really is, because not everybody is meant to do what we do, and that's okay. So, I do want, because since we're not talking about organization this month, and I gave you guys some organizational tips for last month, I'm going to give you a couple for this month so that you can kind of work on them and implement them. So If you haven't yet, we mentioned this briefly last time. If you haven't yet, I want to challenge you to clean out your old. So whatever that old is, you can decide when you want to stop keeping things and when you want to start. I want to challenge you to clean out your old and have a designated place to work. It's really important to have a designated place. You can have a designated like caddy or whatever. If you kind of float around, that's fine. Sometimes I float because I homeschool, and that's fine. But I have all the things I need in that space so that when I go to work as I'm floating, I can finish what I need to. Less is more. You don't need to have all the things all the time in front of us. Less is more. Come up with a system that works for you, whatever that looks like. If you have a planner and that planner is working, great, stick with it. If you have a planner and you are making yourself finish it out until the end of the year, but you hate opening it and using it, can I just tell you to throw it away and start new? And it's okay. I'm giving you permission to go planner shopping and find something that works, because the only wrong planner is the one that doesn't work for you. And it makes all the difference in your business. Having your sheets, your calendars printed out and in front of you and easily accessible and not on your phone, so you have to scroll 72 different times in the month, makes a world of difference. This, as odd as it sounds, is less is more, because this takes less time than this, and it's more accessible. Okay, so get rid of your old, find you a space, take care of all of the excess and condense it down. Get you a system that works for you. It will make a world of difference in your everyday as you work, what you like to do, what you don't like to do, how much you get done. And just trust me when I say this, doing these things will really just make it all easier. I individually coach women that are in direct sales outside of my business. And I have 4 clients right now. And this is what I'm training all of them on, is I'm helping them get organized, time block their calendars, get rid of the excess, focus on the few things that really matter and will make a difference in their income, because that's the whole point, right? Even if you do want bonus products or freebies or to have fun with other women, it's always awesome to make extra money, right? So income producing activities, IPAs is what they're called, should always be the focus of your time when you sit down to work. So less is more. Get rid of your old, shred it, burn it, doesn't matter. Box it up, keep it if you want, however you want to handle that. But you don't need to have all the things on your desk from all of the times. Have a designated space and really just kind of condense it down. And this will make recruiting so much easier too, because you'll be able to find that potential list of 10 to 12 women. You'll be able to find the calendar for the month of September. You will know what's going on with home office. You will know about the upcoming kits or any sales or any incentives and things like that. You'll be able to keep up with your new Great Start girls and also follow along with them. All of these things go together really, really, really seamlessly. All right. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys. I want you to work on those 3 consistent behaviors and start implementing them. And they might seem really easy, but then you might sit down and go, okay, maybe this wasn't so easy because I don't have a list of 12 women. So then your big challenge is getting that list of 10 to 12 women for your behaviors. So that's it. Does anybody have any questions?
That is so awesome. I just have a couple of comments and then I'd love to hear questions.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the comments. I'm sorry.
No, I think there'll be some questions. No, I just have a couple of comments of things that I heard you say that I just wanted to reiterate and also remind. So these trainings, because I'm sure you're all going, these are really simple and easy tasks that all of us can do. So these trainings are getting streamed to YouTube, but we're creating a link and then we're putting it on the guides on the We Inspire Shared Hope page. And what they'll be is they'll be dated. They'll say what the topic is. So when Courtney's saying go back, that's where you'll see those. Also, we are trying to keep them under 30 minutes so that people will see that the amount of time isn't forever. So I'll probably, I don't know where we are on time right now, but we'll try to cut it off if we're getting close. But I also want to talk about what she just talked about with the mess. And we're on Zoom here. I can put us.
We can't hear you, Lisa.
Sorry, I hit the wrong
You
thing. How
muted
many of you have a mess somewhere in your house, whether it's your desk or your, okay. All right, I'm surrounded by papers on this desk right now. And so I'm doing this tomorrow, Courtney, but my area where I do my Facebook parties, like product was coming in and out and tons of things were going on, catalogs and all of that. And my husband finally said, this was last week, enough. And he goes, what's going on in there? Like, what's going on in that room? And I said, and I almost got a little teary-eyed. And I said, the way that room looks is the way my brain feels. And so anyway, I made a promise to him I was going to get it cleaned up. And so I did. And I felt a million times better. I was able to think about who are those. At that time, I had 4 people I wanted to work on with sponsoring. And I was able to put my focus that way. And so thank you for that simple and amazing tip, because that could change somebody's world right there. I saw a lot of us raise hands. I raised 2. So I admit I'm a mess.
Well, I will piggyback off of that, Lisa, just because
Yes.
I think it's a good reminder that you brought up. And I actually talked about this with one of my coaching clients today. When you guys walk into that room that's super messy, does it make you feel like calm and peaceful and excited to be in there? Or are you like, in and out as fast as I can, gotta go, peace?
Yes.
Like when I go into my daughter's room, I'm like, blinders in. Oh my gosh, how does this child deal with this? Like, that's exactly, it's the same thing with your desk and your space and your work and all the papers and all the things and whatever else. It's the exact same thing. So just do it. Just take some time, and you don't have to do it all at once, because that can be really overwhelming. Like, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. Okay. I know it's a really terrible visualization. Just don't visualize it and it's fine. But the idea of it is fantastic. Like, just start. Give yourself 10, 15 minutes tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next day. And then when you're done, like, take a picture and totally brag about yourself. All right, continue, Lisa. I'm sorry.
And setting a timer, that's such a good thing, because in your mind, sometimes you think it's going to take you forever. Like, I think it took me 45 minutes to clean that area up. And like,
It doesn't take as long as you think.
No, I thought I was
No.
stressing about it for days. I would walk by it and just go crazy. And it took me 45 minutes. And so, and I'm sure this area right here would take me 45 minutes too. So Alice is saying she's doing tons of cleaning and
I love
moving,
it.
and she's feeling way better. So way to go, Alice. I love it.
That's
The other
awesome.
thing I wanted to remind you all of is, because we're coming super close to it tomorrow, is the 15th of every month, home office will send out, I think they call it call to action. They'll send out, and I think it comes on email. I'm not 100% sure of that right now, but we're going to get all of the information for October. So it's the perfect timing to get that all in order, to get everything printed out. The kit may not be there. I think they've been waiting to put those out on the 1st of the next month, but everything else will be there. So if you have a binder, Jackie says she loves the binder with calendar as ends in it. She needs to do that. Yes. So if you have a binder, you use a ring with sheet protectors, whatever you do, just get that system down. That will change your world. And when you have that question, you can instantly go there before you feel like even like you need to ask someone else, right? And I've been doing that a lot more with people. Hey, did you get, when they ask me the question, I go, hey, did you look on your flyer? Hey, did you look on the facts? You know, because that teaches everyone that's where all the answers are, right? They do a pretty good job of teaching us that. And then also a reminder, Courtney put that out there, but Carrie's been working on that amazing calendar on things that we can do each day in all of the different areas. And we are committed right now on doing that through December. And we'll see if that's working for all of you. So we'd love your feedback if there's something that needs to change or any of that. But I just want you to know the things that are out there for you. And then plus this training every week with Courtney and all of you coming. And so now let's open it for questions, because I'm guessing there's some good ones out there to ask. How are we on time? I don't have my, I'm going to stop the recording and just move us into Zoom. So again, thank you everyone for coming on. Join us next week. And I think we're on booking next week, right, Courtney?
Yeah, so we'll do booking and then we'll do goals. So we won't do goals till the end of September. So you guys can go and check out the previous goals one. It was while Key West trip was happening. And that video can help set you up for October, because really I wouldn't wait until the end of the month to start setting your goals for the next month. It's just this month because of Labor Day. Next month, it'll look different. So just go watch that video so you can start working on October. And then what I come in and share will just go right along with it and you won't feel so overwhelmed. So
Yeah.
we'll do booking and then we'll do goals, and I'll add in organization and sales tips for both of those too.
Yes. And then in October, we'll have the full month again. And so I really appreciate, Courtney, that you added these great tips, and having a small amount of tips has been super helpful. Okay.